Welcome to Rewatch. We are on Season 2, Episode 8 of Dave Filoni's Clone Wars. This one's called Brain Invaders. Again, continuing on to the storyline, a worm, one of the little worms from that zombie hive mind, has entered into a clone, and he hatches more worms to enter into more clones, and they start taking over this ship that Barriss and Ahsoka are part of. And Barriss and Ahsoka are trying to win back the ship and, kind of save the ship and save the cargo and whatnot. Now, in this one, Barriss does get a worm in her. She turns bad. They fight. At the very end, they find out that cold is the thing that hurts the worms. They find that out by Poggle the Lesser, who they've captured. Anakin goes in and kind of tortures him. We don't see torture, but Anakin starts to get rough. And then Anakin comes out with the answers. And the other Jedi Master's like, well, how did you get him to say that? And he goes, it doesn't matter. All that's important is that we know, in wartime, it kind of, changes who we are. In fact, Obi-Wan and Ki-Adi-Mundi it wasn't in this episode. It was a few episodes earlier. They talk about how this war is kind of changing Jedi, and they wonder, how long are the Jedi going to last like this? When are they going to be able to revert back to what they were? And how far gone are they going to be once this war is? How much will it change them? Which I thought was a good conversation to have. Now, that wasn't the conversation here, but you obviously see it coming into play where Anakin, we don't see it, but it's kind of foreshadowed that he did interrogate kind of roughly Poggle the Lesser to get that information. He gives that to Ahsoka. Ahsoka freezes the ship. Barriss doesn't think that she can survive. She wants, because the worm won't get out of her head. It gets out of everyone's head but Barriss's for some reason, even though Barriss has like coal just blown into her face here. But she asked for Ahsoka to kill her. Ahsoka does not, because Ahsoka is trying to, but she thinks that's her weakness. And of course, at the end of it, when she saves Barriss, Anakin tells her it's not, that she's fine. She did the right thing. And, I don't know exactly what the lesson was supposed to be, but she saved the day because Ahsoka's great. Now, I know what they're going to do with Barriss at the end of this series, or at the end of what I saw, how she becomes a traitor and how it didn't make sense. So I'm trying to put this into perspective here, because we know what Barriss is in the expanded universe, but me thinking, what about at a young age, during the war, she had this worm brain in her and it messed her up. I'm going to be thinking about that. I can't remember how the story kind of unfolds overall. I'm interested to see when Barriss comes back in the Clone Wars, what it's going to be like and everything. But does this experience mess her head up? And is that how she becomes a traitor? So, I don't know. Interesting. Maybe planting the seeds for what is to come. Who knows? Or it just may be crap at the end anyway, like I remember. But what do you think about Season 2, Episode 8 of Dave Filoni's Clone Wars, Brain Invaders? And I will see you next time on Rewatch.